Like, you see, apparently in Coventry, my friends and some other people, apparently, I'm a womaniser. All school girls, bro. Some of them, yeah, the way, I don't want to say beg, but you see that they don't understand how to move around man sometimes.
Listen, nah, because I'm not naming you, because you started it, so now I'm going to finish it.
Ladies, look at Arsenal fans, the pressure.
Shut the fuck up, I'm talking.
Rich
Because
kids.
they're so used to just being rich, they're like...
Instead of trying to be our friends, just bank transfer me, bro.
Beauty of it as well.
Yeah.
And like, as you mentioned about our kind of like blurb, it's like two millennials basically speaking on the world as it unfolds. And I think that's the beauty of our podcast, because we just speak on the world as it's unfolded, and as the world's unfolding, we're maturing as well. So certain perspectives, like for example, even now when I look, like I was looking at some of the reels I created before, like, certain stuff that I've said before, like if I'm being honest, like my perspective slightly changed, and that's just maturity.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
Appreciate it, man.
I am sweating like a dog.
Episode 30.
Big 3-0. This is a big episode, isn't it?
Something like that. Is it a big episode? Why, because it's 30?
No. We might come out on the 1 year.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I forgot about that, you know.
1 year anniversary! Boop, 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 boop.
That's something like that.
Something like that, man. We're not going to do nothing until 50. Till we get to 50 episodes, not legit to me.
Yeah, 50, as I keep saying, 50 is like,
50,
okay, that's
70.
cool. When we reach 100, then it's like, okay, cool. Maybe
but 50, we'll do a little something for you guys. But 1 year anniversary, we thank God. Thank you, God, for your grace, your favour, your mercy, man. You know how many people start podcasts? Then we get up to 20.
That's the thing. You know when I hear that,
it's crazy.
To me, it's like, I don't know, maybe because the podcasts I actually listen to have been about for years.
Years, innit? Yeah.
But like when people say that when they start podcasts, that they don't really last, they only last a couple episodes, I'm like, I don't know, maybe because the podcast I listen to, like I said, been about for years. I don't really see it, but people say it's hard. And
that's
honestly,
a real thing, you know.
When we first started, I was like, I can see why it's hard, because obviously, so for example, some people don't edit their podcast. Some people pay for it to get edited.
Yeah.
All that, like linking up for studio, trying to make stuff happen, trying to put an episode consistently. So it's not easy. Obviously, to me, it's like, to me, I can't lie. In my head, is not. I don't find being consistent that hard.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
I think when you're in something and you want to do it, like for me, the way I put my mind to things, I think I tested this when I started going gym. So I'm kind of getting deep a bit early, but when I started going gym allowed me to focus on something. So when I was in school, I can't lie, being in school, of course I was focused, but it's like, I was just doing that because, you know, I need to make something out of life. But getting that skill, because to me, being consistent, being disciplined, that's a skill. Because you got to learn how to do that.
100.
Like,
you got to develop that.
Yeah, you got to develop that. So when I started going gym, and I was going gym consistently, when it comes to being disciplined in certain other areas, it was a lot easier because I know how to be disciplined in one. I've been disciplined in one area, so now I kind of just apply that to another area. So yeah, like I was saying with the podcast thing, I was like, because it's something that that we wanted to start it, and I'm the type of person, you don't see me start shit. Like, I'm not the person, I don't believe in starting shit, and then obviously, you know, not everything will work out, but for me, I know, I think it's an ego thing, but in my head, I cannot start something and then all of a sudden I'm telling you, I'm not doing it no more.
And I don't want to, and I'm the same, because I don't want to start
That's
something and it's not, because obviously when you first start, it's not going to be great, but I don't want to start something it to be average. Yeah. And that's what's crazy, because obviously touching on a year now, it's going to be a year, but we had this conversation and people understand that, how many, I know people will be asking you, how did you guys start?
Just started.
Yeah, we just started, but for me, it's like, I always told them, like, me and Ben had conversations before, and
yeah, because to me, it had to make sense.
Yeah, it had to make sense. So it wasn't just like, oh yeah, we're two good people. But again, two good people don't mean two good business partners. Doesn't mean two good in a teamwork sense, innit? So we let each other know what we wanted from this, what we wanted to build from this, and where we wanted to grow. You got to set goals. And one of my boys was talking to me actually about, you want to start a podcast? I said, yeah, you got to go, but if you're doing it with people, you got to learn how to sacrifice, bro.
And I know that they're serious as well, because like I said,
100.
one thing I cannot stand is I cannot stand on serious people, especially when I know that I'm gonna. If I'm like I said, if I'm starting something, I'm putting my all into it.
I'm
not doing half.
100, because it's under my name. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be mediocre.
Yeah, and to me, it's an ego thing, because like I said, I'm not starting something, and then even if it's not as great, obviously I'm gonna improve all the time. But I like to show that I'm dedicated, and this is something that I'm really about. Because my thing is, my ego is not gonna allow me to start something, then stop it after a couple of months, and then when people are asking you, "Oh yeah, what about that thing?" You can't even answer them because you started it. So I feel like saying quickly with podcast, I feel like a lot of people just start it, but they don't really know what they're doing, which is completely fine. But at the same time, I don't think a lot of people, they don't know how to be consistent with things in life. That's why I feel like when they do start podcasts, it's like it's all fun and lit after, like, I don't know, the first couple of episodes, but then after that litness and that like feeling, you know, like when you're first doing something, that rush, that adrenaline, that you're excited and it's great and all. But then after that first couple episodes and that excitement dies out, now it's like, okay, now like you need to be able to continue doing what you're doing, because obviously if you don't, then you're just another number of podcasts.
And I tell man all the time, that's why it's better to be disciplined and motivated. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, motivation.
Because motivation, goals, bro.
Not
but
every day you're gonna be
I
motivated.
think the discipline of me and Ben, like, people understand, like, most of this year, obviously we started the year during summer, but it's like, most of this year was me traveling from Coventry, like, forget the bread, because I know that'll come back later in due time, it's not even out of that, but it's like, me, my final year, coming down, making time, Ben working full time, coming here. And what I tell people is, listen, you can do what we do. I always had this famous quote through basketball: hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. Me and Ben are very talented people, but when you add hard work to that, that's when you see the fruition of your goals. You know what I'm saying?
100.
And what I'm trying to tell people is like it's never gonna be easy. And like Ben said, like, yeah, even though it says start is not mediocrity, bro, forget that fear. Even if it is because we laugh all the time from our first episode to now. We don't even recognize ourselves. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's only been 30 episodes, but it feels like, yeah, like, even people be asking, like, how long you guys been doing it? You see, so cool. I'm like, but we're still learning on the job. Like, there's episodes where we'll be like...
Even our first couple episodes, people were like, wow, that's crazy. These times, like, we didn't even discuss.
Bro, we didn't discuss.
I remember the second episode when we first found the studio.
Yeah.
That, what I was even talking about, I didn't even... I was just walking. Like most episodes... 90% of our episodes, we don't plan what we're gonna speak about.
Nothing, bro.
We don't.
I know for sure. Now today we didn't. But
exactly.
and I feel like that's why it's so relatable. And that's how we approach in a way, because there's nothing we speak about. And to those comments on TikTok as well, nothing we speak about is nothing we haven't experienced or been through.
Real life.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's real life. This ain't us trying
about something that I don't know.
Yeah, like this ain't us trying to sound like gangsters or no. It's like it's not like, bro, we're trying to tell you, bro, it says in our bio, 2 millennials trying to talk through this world, like through our own experiences in life. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I can't be nothing but real with you. Yeah. I can't be nothing but Stephen. Ben can't act like Stephen. Stephen can't act like Ben. So for us, it's like, boy, you gotta do it, but you gotta work hard, man. Like, you gotta work hard. You gotta be able to sacrifice, put in the money, put in the time. You gotta be able to, like, even criticize yourself, like, watch yourself back and be like, no, I couldn't have said that. Could have said something different. Because you're always evolving, man. But
and I think that's the beauty of it as well.
Yeah.
And like, as you mentioned about our kind of like blurb.
Yeah.
It's like 2 millennials basically speaking on the world as it unfolds. And I think that's the beauty of our podcast, because obviously we're 2 millennials, and then we just speak on the world as it's unfolded. And as the world's unfolding, we're maturing as well. So certain perspectives, like for example, even now, sometimes when I look, like I was looking at some of the reels I created before, like certain stuff that I've said before, like if I'm being honest, like my perspective slightly changed, and that's just maturity, like over the year and over the years as we continue, like certain stuff that we might have said now or before, like it's gonna change, and I think that's the beauty of it, because you're gonna see our growth. And we're man enough to say we made a mistake. Yeah, 100.
We got things wrong. Like, we're human beings, and you know, talking on that, I just wanted to go into something quickly where I was watching a YouTube video of some guy watching. He was talking about staying in your comfort zone and why sometimes it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But it's also knowing the limits of comfort and then laziness.
Yeah.
Because those two go hand in hand.
Of course.
But sometimes it's like we believe that comfort means to be lazy when it's not. But at the same time, and I'm just gonna say, being black, we're taught not to be comfortable even when like we should rest. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, and I was clocking this with my friend because obviously man's finished uni again, glory to God. So I've just been in Cov chilling right now, before I come back to ends. And I was saying to one of my friends, one of my female friends, I was like, bro, I'm so bored. And she was laughing. And I was like, why are you laughing? Like, I'm being serious. Like, I got nothing to do. I might even go back to ends. She was like, Stephen, I can't lie, you're one of the most like hardworking but up and down people I know. Because it's so funny, you're always complaining you're tired. But when it's time to rest, you don't even know how to rest. But then secondly, I think in my head, I've played it down that, bro, when I'm being comfortable, I'm being lazy, but that's not it all the time. But on the flip side of it, because what do you think about this? It's like people, like, because one thing that I'm trying to do is learn a new habit monthly.
Yeah.
Even if it's something small as in like learning, let me say learning to chop onions. Like, man knows how to do that, but something smooth, like learning to cook a new dish. Because I feel like as humans, we always need to adapt and, kind of engage ourselves with different things. And the reason why we don't grow or we might feel bored or depressed is because we're going through the same cycle and schedule every day in our lives and we're bringing nothing new into it. So I just want to see what you think about that.
The uncomfortable, that's funny because I feel like that as well. Because I feel like, for example, I think I've kind of mentioned this before, that for me, I feel like I'm always in goal mode because I'm not trying to like think too much.
100%.
Like sometimes you need time to reflect and shit, but sometimes I just want to be on goal because I feel like there's certain stuff that I want to be able to do in life.
Well, burnout's real,
Yeah, burnout is real, and obviously I think there's times whereby I'm able to, like, my body will tell me, but at the same time I feel like it's just something that when it comes in it. But at the same time, it's something that you said that I can resonate with. That there's a fine line between being comfortable and being lazy. Because even there's times whereby, like, I always say this. I think I've said this before. I don't know, not on here though, but like I don't know whether it's on my story or whatever. Like, whereby I feel like sometimes, like, I'll go through a great patch, whereby, for example, I'm doing well, in terms of, for example, like business or just life in general, and then I feel like, oh, let me just enjoy life a little, because I'm doing my thing, and it's like, well, then I have to stop myself and think like, whoa, like, you're doing well, but that doesn't mean that you have to stop and slow down. That you can keep going.
But also, it's good to congratulate yourself when you're doing well. We need to do that a lot more.
So that's what I was gonna say as well. Sometimes you gotta celebrate the small wins as well.
100%.
So
100%.
You might sometimes think that celebrating the small wins is almost like, I don't know, you getting too comfortable, but no, it's just you recognize. It's just you recognizing the stepping stone.
Yeah.
But like I said, you gotta be able to find. You gotta be able to identify. When you're being lazy and being comfortable, because sometimes you can say that, oh yeah, I need rest, and all of a sudden that one day of rest turns into 1 week. Or, for example, when you're constantly delaying or procrastinating, then all of a sudden it's like,
yeah, man.
And then time
waits for nobody.
It doesn't wait for no one. So
that's what Nigerian thing.
All of a sudden you're saying, oh yeah, I'll do this then. All of a sudden you look at the time's gone, and you're thinking, where's all this time gone? The only one thing I wanted to say, because I think you mentioned something about like the constant that you just constantly working and
being up and down.
So I feel like that's mainly kind of like, I feel like that's just something that we kind of inherited.
100%
I feel like
from parents.
Yeah, from parents. Because, for example, like you're seeing your mother. I don't know. I might see her when I was in school, primary school, secondary school. I might see her in the morning, like let's say it's 7 a.m. and I'm not seeing her until like 6 p.m.
And if she comes home, she still does the dishes, cooks.
She's still cooking,
cleaning. Superheroes, like, man, real superheroes. Shout out all mums.
For real.
Shout out all mums.
And so it's like now it's like you're seeing that, and it's like you don't know it. It's not like something that you're conscious of, but you're just constantly seeing it, and then you just unexpectedly inherit that. Like So you're
Yeah.
So then you're all of a sudden you're working now.
You pick up those tendencies, yeah.
Yeah, you
100%.
pick up them tendencies just from, and it's not even. It's just I just think it's just something that it's not something that you're conscious of until as we're doing now. You speak on it, but
Speak on it.
I feel like that's what kind of what happens, and it's a good thing because it teaches you, because there's two sides of every stick. So
yeah,
you can have that, and then you can also have whereby it's like, for example, if you're, because we speak about it sometimes, that the circle that you're in, it plays its part in your life. Same thing with the household that you're living in, that will play a part. Obviously, like, as I mentioned, there's two sides to every stick. So sometimes you can, for example, your parents are working hard, but then because everything's there given to you, or you can see everything's there when you come home, is that you're not really that
100
driven in life. So I don't know, like I feel like it's deep, but I just feel like it's just something that we inherit, tendencies that we pick up, as you mentioned, instinctively.
Yeah.
Just because we just grow up around it.
And going back to what you said about Tima, like obviously they come home and still do all of that. It's like, I used to tell my mum, I used to call her busybody. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you know when your mum comes home and then everyone's chilling, your mum comes home, now everyone's on their toes because she's like, you've come home, you're sitting down watching TV, the meat is still out in the freezer,
I told you
the floor is dirty, have you taken out the laundry? I'm like, wala day, kini, But it's like, one thing she said to me, but Stephen, the only reason I nag you is because if these things were done, you wouldn't give me a reason to nag. And it's like, you know, we believe that our mums are nagging, but it's like they want what's best for us. Because one thing my mum told me is like, maybe this don't happen as much, but back in the day, I remember when I was young, like, I don't know if you had close family friends, that people will randomly turn up to your house, innit? Or like, just to come visit.
Yeah.
So my mum was always like, fam, you'd never know who's going to come into your house. You don't know what you want your house to look like, or, because you know what I'm saying? But secondly, it's like, give yourself good habits, because like you were saying, procrastinating.
Good habits,
if you keep trying to push back everything to do, and then you're waiting until it's the last minute, one day it's going to come back and bite you. And she was like, there's certain stuff you need to grow up as a man. It's not even a woman's thing to clean, but as a man, something you need to learn how to do.
Hygiene, man.
And I've seen it in uni when you live, but I've lived in the house all 3 years.
I think that's
and I've seen man them, and I'm like, bro, you have no piece of home training. And it's like, I get it, you're men, but I'm like, just because we're men don't mean we have to live like cavemen, bro. Like, there's just pure hygiene I think everyone needs to have. Yeah. And I thank God for my mum for nagging me that it's like, I wasn't great. I had to learn.
And that is basically exactly what you're saying, is basically what I've said.
Yeah.
In terms of like tendencies, the household that you live in. Because you can see it in terms of like certain people. Because if we're being honest, sometimes you might go around to someone's house, or I don't know, their comment. It's pretty like...
Bro, you don't want to know some of the guys I had to live with this year, because me and my boy booked last minute, yeah. It was calm.
I can't do that stuff.
Some fresh guy... Bro, this is the type of guy to put sardine in the fridge. Open sardine, like he's opened it.
What, but doesn't he close it?
No, bro.
You know, like you can... As in, so when he rips off the...
No, bro, he would even put it in a plastic bowl that he stole from one of us. Man would cook sausage. Man would cook a glizzy.
Because I'll be honest, when I, for example, I might use half a can of sardine, but I don't rip off the whole
rip off the whole thing, yeah.
No,
I'm saying this guy has opened sardine, put it in a plastic bowl, used half of it, left it. This guy's put raw chicken in the fridge.
Wait, as in like the chicken that you buy from the meat shop?
Yes, raw chicken. And what's worse is, his raw's at the top, innit? Because we could tell it was a bit dirty. So we said...
You should put all the meat in like one section.
One section, but I'm saying his raw is at the top, yeah? So it's like all the smell from the raw, like, because you know you'll naturally travel down.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, it's peak, bro. This guy would cook glizzies, bro. Fresh out. You know how you're meant to like let your thing like cool down before you put it straight into the...
Yeah.
The hot smells of whatever...
Oh, so he just cooked it and put it back in the
slapped it in the fridge, bro.
Yeah, come on, you gotta let it cool off, man.
But this is what I'm saying, it's like
the whole smells booted.
Bro, sometimes the guy comes out of his room and it smells like bro, it smells like...
And that's why I could never move up
smells
to
like
uni.
like Becton Wingstop, bro. It's peak, fam.
That's why I could that's why I could never move up for you.
So this is what I'm trying to say, it's like, bro, you don't realise all these stuff until like what your mom's done for you, until you're in a space that's out of your own comfort area. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'd even say comfort area in terms of, bro, in my last year I said it. I started talking to people I wouldn't normally talk to in ends. It's changed my life for the better.
I remember you said that.
changed my life. The networking I've done, the people I've been able to see, life is easier. And we need to get out of that thing where it's like people don't look like us, speak like us, or have the same stuff as us.
That's what I'm saying.
Because we're limiting ourselves, bro. There's so much in this world. But you know there's man we still know that haven't left Oyster area in London.
That's what I'm saying.
Even uni, they went uni in London.
I said to my mum, like, the person, my business partner is an Asian lady that I met on LinkedIn. That's my that's my business partner. That's the person that, in terms of helping me scale my reselling business, was an Asian lady. Shout out her. So when people are acting like, that's why sometimes you gotta be like, that's one thing. When I went through that moment last year, and then within 3-4 months of meeting this person, and one thing I always say as well, one thing that I always did is that I always did honest business. So when you meet people, when you meet people as well, just, I'll say, don't feel like you have to act a certain way. Just be yourself.
Just be yourself.
Honestly.
Obviously, but be observant, but be yourself.
But I feel like if you're someone that, for example, that likes to, like, because you may see people look a certain type of way, you want to start acting a certain type of way to, I don't know, to make yourself feel like you're a better person than them. Like, don't do that, because I'm telling you, if you're someone that's genuine, people will see that, and people will draw towards that, and I feel like that's kind of what happens. So
authenticity can't be remade. It's so obvious.
As you mentioned, bro, when you speak to different, because I'll be so real.
Yeah, we all did that.
I used to be like, I just got my man them. That's how. Of course, we're gonna travel and this, that, and the other. But like, that's how I used to see it. Like, I used to think,
grew up and you've already seen 10% of the world because it's your man them. All you see is your man them and what the man them see. Yeah, man.
So when you speak to different people, I'm telling you that it just opens up your mind. You listen to different perspectives in life from different people that come from different places. It opens up your mind, man.
Yeah, and I also want to tell people, like, because I was talking to one of my mentors, or my boy, if I call my mentor, because obviously I finished uni again, and I was just like, bro, like, I don't know what to do, because he studied law. I don't know what I'm going to. There's job offers here, interviews. And obviously he just spoke to me and said, okay, there's 2 reasons, you got to know what you're interested in and what you can do off of it. I'll be real. He said, masters, I don't know about that, but I'm not going to let it go. But overall, what he said was, bro, you're 21, most of us watching this, so in our mid-20s. Your 20s are to figure out life, bro. Life don't end when you're 30. Life probably even gets better because you've seen it from an experienced place. But whatever we do now, like, and people need to stop telling that lie. Whatever you do in your 20s does not dictate the rest of your life. And I've clocked it. Because even my mum used to say it to me, and I was like, but she was saying it from the Africanized thing of like, oh, you know, you got to style. But the world has changed so much where there's so many different avenues that you're probably better off not failing, but you're probably better off trying something else. Maybe it doesn't come to fruition, but now you've experienced that feeling of, okay, this don't work. Then you use this other method. And then you use that into your 30s and go flourish. Bro, most billionaires don't touch, millionaires don't touch a million till 45, 50.
Yeah, I know.
That's the prime age. So it's like, sometimes don't be in a rush to look far ahead that you're now skipping or you're going to trip over the blessing that's right in front of you. There's hurdles, like Ben said, every small goal, even if this podcast, bro, you see on our group chat, I'll say, Ben, this reels you dropped was amazing. It's probably the best reels you've dropped episode per episode. Man's gassing them up because I'm telling them that, bro, like, I appreciate your work, but this is getting better. Like, this is how we see stuff. So, yeah, don't be too much in a rush to go for the big home run when you can literally get a single here. Or like, it's something simple, man.
I remember similar to the point you just made there.
Yeah.
I remember looking at Made You Think page, and obviously they were talking about Jilly and Wallo and how they turned down
20 M's,
20 million.
Yeah.
And obviously, I remember someone saying that. Because apparently there's rumors that the deal that they've got now is 30 million.
Yeah.
So then I remember someone's in the comment section saying, and I agree with this so much, that like, listen, 30 million is 30 million. Like, let's just celebrate that. Forget about what they've turned down. Forget about what they may have missed out on. 30 million is 30 million, because comparison is the thief of joy. Like, everyone's constantly like comparing this person to that person.
Some people's family lineage have never touched 30 M's. 30 M's. Don't let all these life 30 M's. You can do that, bro. For the next 1,000 years probably your family.
Most people don't even see that in their lifetime.
That's not even talking about
earnings.
sponsorships as well. That's just the
Earnings.
deal for the
That's just the
podcast.
deal.
We're not talking about no. And this is what I try to tell people: like the base money you always hear is just the tip of the iceberg. You don't see the whole thing. It's crazy, and that's why I tell people: listen, work smart, don't work hard, bro. And I'm saying work smart. Yeah, obviously hard work, but work smart. Learn to find loopholes. Learn to find your niche, bro. Learn to find what works for you. There is no one medicine for everyone in this world. It's impossible.
Yeah, for real, man.
Because if there was, then we'd all be. But it can't be like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And talking about people that we don't normally chat to and do different things. I was having this conversation with one of my friends, and she was like, "Oh, she finds it so funny but so cute how like men can meet each other for the first time and make friends so easily." So I was like, "Expand on it." She was like, "Not make friends, but like they'll find something in common." So I was like, she was like, let's say for instance, a guy supports United and he sees another guy supports United.
Oh yeah, just like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, like real spit. She's like, why is that? Because I'm like, men don't need much maintenance. I'm not trying to make this a men girls thing, but she was like, oh, but what about those guys who don't like sports? And I was like, those are the real weirdos. Those are the real weirdos.
You know what's so bad?
No, those are the real.
My voice is the same.
No,
thing.
no, like we need to speak about this, bro, because I've seen it, especially uni live or like those. Because me, I'm a weirdo. Like man, likes Naruto, watch anime and all that stuff. I'm a geek, but I feel like every man should have. I'm not saying it's football.
It could be
I love football. I love football, basketball,
rugby.
American football. But have something where even if it's gym, exercise, like
yeah.
Have
I'll
something.
count gym as a sport. That's a
yeah,
sport
have
for me.
something
I'll
physical
count that.
because you know them man don't phone night eating Cheetos all night. No, they don't live in the real world, you know.
That's not.
Yeah, speak on that.
No. Because I was gonna. It's so crazy you said that because my boy said the same thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, he said it with football though, which I kind of hear. But what you just said now with sport, I
Just
can't.
any
I
sport
agree
in
with that.
general.
I agree with that because to me it's like, and it's not even a masculinity thing
Yeah.
or nothing like that. I feel like it's just naturally like. There's always like even if it's tennis,
Even if
like,
it's tennis,
that,
but I don't.
something
It could be flipping badminton,
wrestling
bro.
or something, like, something that you gravitate to. Because I feel like, and I think that's the beauty. Because imagine that someone that does not look like you at all. Like for example, in my workplace, they know I support Arsenal. Anyone that comes to support Arsenal, yeah, they'll be like, "You're an Arsenal fan, isn't it?" Boom,
Boom,
just like that.
yeah. It's
Conversation
a conversation starter. It's a
And
conversation
even
starter.
then, from there, we can navigate to different avenues of life. Just
Some of my best boys I chat to now, my boys, it was a football chat. Never met them before. Let's say we're out in a public space. Someone brings up United. So we're United. Yeah, punk like, bro, simple.
You can be in a pub, literally.
With the geezers.
Yeah, I'm telling you, just because of you support Man United.
But I tell you,
support
sport is
Arsenal.
one thing, even though there's a lot of racism in sport, but
That's the
sport is
beauty
one
of
thing
it.
that can also bring people together.
But
bro.
even then, though,
Yeah.
The most racist white brother, if he supports the same team
As you, he'll love you.
he will love you.
Bro, he'll make you.
Because just in that moment, and that's the beauty of sport. Even though, okay, cool, his racist shit, great, or whatever.
He'll invite you to his house to eat toad in the hill.
If he'll buy you a drink in the pub. You'll be like, hey, come, let's get a drink.
Shepherd's pie and that, bro. Them man will
you.
invite you, like.
I'm telling you.
No, but like, because I'm like, bro, like, because I've seen it with one guy here, and I was just like, he said he don't like sports. So I was like, what, you don't like football? No, basketball. No, I would try to say like tennis or something. I was like, no, like, I don't like sports. I was like, oh, so what's your hobby? He was like, oh.
Wait, did he play like video games?
Yeah, he was like, oh, gaming, or like, I like to.
See, I'll worry if someone.
He said gaming, or he likes to like try out like takeaways. I said, huh?
Yeah.
The thing is, this guy is skinny. Huh?
Are you serious? Did he actually say that?
Bro, I was like, I was like, okay, so let's say like the electricity is out or something, like, what would you go do? It was like, I'll probably go like play like a board game or something. I said, yeah, no, you're finished, bro.
Okay, board game's not that bad. But
nah, man, you're finished, bro. Man's resorted to snakes and ladders because you can't go on Fortnite. Nah, he's taking the mix.
No,
Ludo, but Ludo's a bad boy game though.
Yeah, I like Ludo, but I was gonna say Monopoly. Monopoly. If you know, but in my head I'm thinking like.
If Monopoly's online now.
Yeah, no, but still, it still won't hit the same. But how old was he?
My age, our age.
See, that's what did he grow up in London? He probably didn't. 'Cause I can't lie. If you grew up in London, that's.
But there's guys in London like that as well, bro.
Yeah, but they surely at least like something.
Bro, there's guys
Even if it's combat sport as well.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
least like.
But there's guys
boxing,
you talk
UFC.
to about, but they'll make jokes about like COD or something. They'll be like Verdansk, and I'm like, I don't know if they're talking about the
Dave song,
or like
map,
if
or the map.
But most of them talking about the map. Like these men are being serious.
No, but in my head it's like
no.
I don't know. I feel like it's very worrying if you just as a guy there's not at least one sport that you're not interested in. Like even if it's just interest that you like you don't mind.
No, because God forgive me, but those men are the Jeff Dahmers of the world, bro.
That's
biggest man thing, bro. Them man are the Jeff Dahmer because I'll be real, because
or either the serial killers or the school shooters. No, the school shooters. The school because their mind is so caught up in virtual reality. That when it comes to the reality.
And have you clocked, those are the most socially awkward people.
That's what I'm saying.
I will talk about that because we'll lead into all boys and all girls schools after this as well. Because St. Angela's, I'm looking at you. Oh no, St. Bon's and St. Angela's. I'm looking at UT school. But yeah, like they're so socially awkward, and it's like, fam, but like they're being realistic, so it's like they don't know how to like interact with people, and I totally get what you mean about the whole like school shooting things. God rest the souls, those who died, but it's like they don't know how to, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't know how to differentiate what you said, reality
from virtual reality.
From virtual reality.
Because they're so caught up playing games 24/7.
They also don't know how to process feelings, because you know one thing for me. If United lose a game, let's say we played Arsenal, we lose for a whole week, my mood is ruined.
They don't know how to read the room.
But then, let's say United win, but for a whole month,
different. You're skipping. That's what I'm
saying.
How
many times have Arsenal won? You gone into work, your co-worker, head up, chest up, Don Dada. You're walking like Don Jazzy like this.
Do you know what's so crazy? When Arsenal don't play well or they have a bad result, when I walk into the office, people know that it's because of Arsenal. And I'm not happy. They know already.
They know
already.
And you know what it is? As much as football stresses us, it's a stress relief. But do you know how much men have to carry on? I'm not even trying to make this a mental, but we carry so much. Like it's so good to just release stress on your football team because it's non-violent. Obviously, unless you're referring to Troops, because that clip was funny. Obviously, I know Troops has come because I know his wife's a Tottenham fan. Yeah. So
is his wife a Tottenham fan?
His wife's a Tottenham fan.
Oh shit.
That's what makes it worse. Yeah. Because you know when he did that thing with expressions, and he's always like,
expressions is so fucking funny.
I got the funniest football commentator in the world. Bro, he's actually the Black Shakespeare. The stuff that comes out his mouth.
You see his bars, yeah? No.
Bro, Katie Hopkins football, my favorite.
Oh my god. Expressions is fucking hilarious. You see when Tottenham lose over a shit result?
He's better than AFTV. He's better than AFTV.
No. On TikTok, all the clips, expressions, the way I'm laughing,
expressions. I don't know how he pulls it. He'll say something.
And the thing is, his metaphors, I'm telling you, his bars, expressions.
Bars, he's Black Shakespeare, bro.
Bro, he's a reincarnation of Shakespeare.
Benjamin Zephaniah, the real one.
Bro, I can't lie, man. I can't lie. I might take expressions over Benjamin Zephaniah.
Yeah, no. Big up. Yeah. I might big up expressions, bro. But what did he say? Funny. He said, no, what's the one he says? Free man like Morgan. That one.
Oh my god. Nah, expressions is fucking cold. He's cold.
We're so exposed. We're a sugar donut, just holes in the middle. I'm like, bro, and the thing is, it's off the dome because it's live. Because it's live.
I know for a fact
it's not pre-recorded. It's off the dome because you hear him swear. But you see the one when he was billing the Zeke when they were listening to Newcastle. He was like, guys, I'm not gonna be professional, but the Zeke was billing it.
And so the funniest is when he reacts. He's like, oh my god, his voice. Oh nah, he's too funny.
But yeah, but what were we saying again?
But about basically
the widows.
Yeah, the guys that are playing video games.
Yeah, like they don't know how to process their feelings, and like you said, bro, there's many times where, bro, like I'm in a bad mood, and United will win, and it doesn't matter. We could win against a League One team.
Yeah, half football's
bro,
especially.
It could be Halifax. It could be hashtag United will beat.
Yeah,
and I'm good, bro.
You just feel good
because it's stress relief. Like it's good, and it's the same way. And she was like. She still don't understand it, and I was like, it's the same way girls binge watch certain shows, like Dance Moms, Bad Boy Show, by the way, or like Desperate Housewives. Like that's their stress relief. Like they could go watch that and just let everything out. They're chilling. So for me, because I'm like, what's your stress? It can't be gaming because, bro, gaming makes me more frustrated.
No, gaming can be a stress relief, but I don't know. I feel like the feeling,
like human interaction ain't there, man.
Yeah, the feeling is just different compared to watching football. I love it.
But after a while playing FIFA, I'm ready to knock someone out. That game annoys me.
Okay, gaming never gets me that annoyed. Football gets me that annoyed.
No, bro, you ain't played Ultimate Team, bro.
Football gets me.
You ain't played Ultimate Team online.
I played all that shit when I was younger.
Bro,
it's just annoying.
I punch my like,
I've never been shut the pad. I've never been
I've punched my TV still. I'm like, bro, like, because for me, yeah, gaming makes it worse to me because it's like you could be good, yeah, but the game just decides who's gonna win. So, if that makes sense, like. So let's say you know you're better than someone, but the game is just saying you're not gonna win this game. Yeah. That's why I hate gaming sometimes. There's something from P5 like I hate it, bro. I hate it. But
one thing I'll say is though, what do you think? Like in terms of like, for example, them guys. Well, don't you think it starts from somewhere though? Because it's got to be. Cause for example, like how like because in most schools, like for example, let's say like if we're talking about here, for example, and you got someone that's socially awkward, like everywhere you go in most schools, there's gonna be something that
100%.
There's gonna be like for example, all the guys are gonna be talking about football. Football's our national sport. So in my head, I'm thinking, what is it exactly that makes you not gravitate to it?
Do you know what it is?
Gravitate to a sport, because most guys, for example, if they don't watch football, it's basketball. If it's not basketball, it's a combat sport. It's UFC, boxing.
I watch, you know me.
And if they're like from like the countryside, I don't know. Sometimes even though it's still football, it could be tennis or gymnastics or I don't know. There's always something, some sort of sport. So in my head, I'm thinking there's got to be something whereby it's like
Do you know what it is, bro? Do you know what it is? You know what it is? It starts from bullying back in school, and it starts from like the social clique. You know what episode we were talking about, like. You know, the high school bad boys now, the high school bad girls, where are they now?
The social hierarchy.
Social hierarchy, yeah. So it starts from there because back then in the days, if you were a baller or if you were fast or if you were just good at sports, you were popular in it.
Yeah.
But if you weren't, you were labelled as an ick. You know how everyone develops differently, physically, mentally,
yeah.
So back then, you wouldn't get no attention or people would just call you slow,
Yeah.
So that in turn, like, because they haven't developed yet, they think they're just not going to be good at any sports. So I'm not saying this for everyone, by the way, but I'm saying, so most of them, because I can't speak for all of them, but cause I spoke to someone like that, he said, most of the time, what made him disconnect from sports was, he said, I never felt included. Even stuff like rounders where they weren't good at, and the girls, because even the girls, you know, more time you play around play with girls, even some girls hate, they wouldn't hit it. So they feel like, no, it's true.
I can't lie though.
Yeah.
I can't lie though.
No, rounders.
There's got like, I'm sorry, but if you're not hitting the ball in rounders, yeah, I'm sorry. Go. No, because I'll be so real.
It's coordination more than anything, bro.
I'll be so real, yeah. When it comes to PE, I can't like. If you weren't good, please just sit on the sideline. When the ballers are playing,
that's what I'm saying. You prove my point. You know,
but something.
You know that man I used to get picked last, like even in dodgeball.
I tried to. No, dodgeball was another one. I was just not smoked to everyone.
Yeah, I used to love playing around this because, bro, I used to play girls, bro.
Like dodgeball, I always headshots were allowed because I was licking off.
But imagine my arm at that size back then. I was dashing boots. No homo. Pause.
But no, I hear you, but you gotta be realistic though.
No, but I'm just saying from this because I spoke to someone about this, and he said he felt a disconnect. And what's crazy is that he's 6 foot. Like he could have played good sports. I mean, he just started getting into basketball.
He's even tall.
He's tall, but
he's a bit embarrassed.
No, he's like 6'1", but it's like he had a disconnect because from then he didn't have a growth spot until late. So it felt like there was nothing he could do. So he had to find another clique of people where he wasn't good at sports. You know how. And that's for me the same because I'll be real. If I wasn't good at sports, like God's watching me, I don't think I'd be friends or I'd have grown up the same as I was now.
Facts.
Because back then your friendships were based on
football
talent.
Football
team or talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now, obviously, as you mature, it's based on what are your morals or chat
Yeah.
But back then, your clique was sports, football team, PE, and or if you're popular.
Yeah, it's true. But at the same time, I feel like in terms of that, I feel like just life in general. Like as you go throughout life, the people you're gonna be around is based on what you have in common.
True.
Whether it's I don't know, like work, the colleagues that you're gonna interact more with, whether it's in work and outside of work, the ones that you have more stuff in common with. So I feel like even then, cool. I get that. Cool, they might put you off it in school, but at the same time, I still can't feel like that's an excuse. Because, for example, even though I did play a little bit of basketball in school, I'm not gonna say that I didn't disconnect from them that played, but I may not be as much. I may have not interacted with them as much. But to me, I was still like, for example, little stuff like I'll still like, for example, let's say I wanted to talk to man about basketball and I was interested in it. I'd watch it and then I might just little stuff like just research and try and find out more, get more knowledge, so that you can interact with people more. So I feel like that's another thing that I was.
Well, you're right.
I would
But
advise
again, you're underestimating the power back then of not bullying, but what I say of that clique mentality we had. Because, bro, how many times have you tried to hear someone talk about football that we know they talk about it and we laugh at them? Come on, man. No, we'll keep it up, bro.
But then
come on. We know that man that used to try.
They'll
be like, yeah. Adebayo scored for Everton. We'll be like, what? Like, shut up.
But then, okay, cool, but their man was just doing it as banter. Like,
not all the time. No, some of them you can tell they try like.
Yeah, but then it's either fight or flight. So you ever go home, research, do it so that you can be included in the combo.
You're saying that. I get what you're saying. You're 100% right. But I'm trying to tell you, not everyone was as mentally strong as us back then. So when you see a group of people laughing at you, you're gonna be like, "Why am I gonna even bother?" Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. But then it's like, I feel you.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
But then that's how. Yeah, then you just find other people that have that.
100. I just feel like it was a thing where we got mentally strong before, or some in our younger years, which is fine. People just gave up on sports, and then and again, remember with social media and with gaming, there's no faces attributed to stuff. If you're good at Fortnite and someone's talking to you online, they don't know what you look like.
That's the thing. That's the thing that slightly annoys me about that stuff. But I like it because I was one of them guys that were on FIFA, where I'm playing Pro Clubs, this, that, and the other. But at the same time, that sort of stuff, from that perspective, is great. But then I feel like now it's like all of a sudden you just have guys that think they can just talk nonsense or be chatting west. Over a microphone, screaming.
It's a 12-year-old using his mom's credit card.
Yeah, that's what I'm. No, facts.
Yeah, man.
I'll be so real. I was even at one point that 11, 12-year-old that used my dad's credit card on my PSP to buy games.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, we've all done it.
And it's like, in my head, it's like...
FIFA on PSP was elite, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
Pez
as well.
PES
06 Master League.
I had Midnight Club as well. Midnight Club driving game.
Be a pro.
Assassin's Creed. All that stuff. But as I was saying, like, when it comes to that sort of stuff, like, it's great. It's great from that. That's a good angle to think about it, whereby it's like, it helps kids, I don't know, feel... It helps their confidence.
It's more inclusive, because there's more
inclusive, but at the same time, it's dangerous because now, going back to what we mentioned before... One, they think they can start chatting worse because there's no face. There's no face to their voice. And then two, now they can't distinguish virtual reality to reality.
But that's what, if you think
when
about
they come into reality, all of a sudden, the man that were laughing at them, all of a sudden they're grabbing a gun and they're shooting up the whole school. No, that's how it happens.
It's because
that's how it happens. Or the teacher tells them...
There's no cognitive processing. And it's true what you said.
And that's the dangerous thing about
it. Like you just said now, that's how trolling started. If you think about it. Trolling started from games online. Like, bro, I always told the man them, bro, you cannot be a weak-willed or weak-hearted or weak mental man and play pro clubs with the man them. One chance you miss, you could have been bagging the whole game. A striker is the hardest, worst position to play in pro clubs. One chance you miss, boy, you even start thinking you're adopted. Like, you'll be thinking like...
You're like thinking, wow, why am I even existing in this
world? Bro, because there is no limits in pro club with the man that, like, bro, this is why your mum left you. So sad.
No, that's what I'm saying. People get personal.
This is why you're bold or something. I'm like, yeah, man.
People get personal.
That's why I said slap me in camp or sent them, let me control the game.
I can't lie. When I used to play pro clubs, I used to be able to play striker cam.
Yeah.
Or
and it's cam
at one point, I got bored.
Bad boy cam.
I got bored of it, and then I just started playing centre back.
Centre back's fun still,
but it's only fun when you got a good. Let's say when you're playing
against a good team.
Yeah,
when you're in a good division. If you're Division 7, there's no point in shit.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about quickly like all boys and all girls school because they're kind of the same way, not as bad, but bro, there's social like I can tell. Can you tell when a boys like come from an all boys school? If you get what I'm trying to say,
I get.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Because do you know what I'll compare it to? You know, like when like football banter.
Rugby banter. Because now they love rugby.
Rugby
the
banter.
Soggy biscuit banter, bro.
Yeah. So then, like even like have you like I don't know how basketball changing rooms are but football changing rooms, some of the banter is borderline. Like you'll be thinking like right, it's like a man them like fruity like certain shit that man will be doing or certain shit that man will be saying. Yeah, you're thinking wow like. And I feel like that's similar. That might be similar, a bit similar to all boys schools as well. You know.
Yeah, no, all boys school. Because you know, them privileged man, they're not funny. So the way their banter is either mocking other people or pretending to be something they're not.
Yeah.
Because they like to, especially that's why a lot of them do those, like, they try to be bad boys, fake gangsters. Because to them, that's funny because they're privileged. They're trying to imitate the struggle. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So
like they're from a place whereby they're not.
Yeah. But yeah, football banter, private school banter, all boys school banter, like, especially when you're in uni and they say, I'm just like, bro, like, yeah, you can't be saying that, bro.
No, but the thing is, you see the all boys school and sometimes I'm like, in my head, even though I don't get it, I get it at the same time, because imagine you in your whole life, everything's patterned. Your whole life, everything's patterned. Like, you wake up, mum and dad are there, or you got a nice house, your garden's massive. I don't know. You can call up your friends. Come, let's go over to Thingy's house. Let's go over to Jack's house. Jack's got the nice crib.
He's got a jacuzzi. I've been to one of them ones. Yeah.
Man's got a gaming room.
They got a gaming. Bro, why they always got a gaming room? All this prep, bro. They've always got a gaming room, and it's always the same snooker table.
That's what I'm saying. They've got the pool table. So then, because they've seen this their whole life, and then they've only been around.
You've got music like theatre room.
That's what I'm saying. So they've only been around Mandem. That's pattern. Everything's pattern.
Yeah, man.
So then now they've seen the other side of life, whereby just everyday youths, and they listen to hearing the music. They're seeing all this stuff. They're thinking, let me try that lifestyle, because it's like, because when you deep it, it's similar to how, for example, men that aren't from a great like background, and now all of a sudden trying to act rich when they're not, and then because they're trying to be of that life, they're all of a sudden acting like they're from that life, whereby not from that life, but acting like they've made it to that point, whereby let's say they probably haven't, so then now they're trying to imitate something that they're not. I feel like it's the same thing with the rich kids. Because they're so used to just being rich, they're like, instead
of trying to be our friends, just bank transfer me, bro.
I hear you.
You can buy me, bro, as a friend. Listen.
Nah, I'll take £50 on my birthday. Send me a young.
I'll come to your birthday party because I know it's gonna be in a nice lavish house.
Listen, their dads.
I used to love going to the birthday parties. I never wanted to leave. Listen, especially my basketball team.
The parents are in the house. Sometimes the parents aren't even in that. The parents are gone for the weekend. They've got the whole house.
That man are drinking Kavosi at 14.
5-6 bedroom. Yeah.
That man are drinking Kavosi at 14. I promise you.
They're going into their dad's
alcohol. Oh, bro.
Taking a bottle. Come, let's drink this.
But we're talking about the privilege ones. Let's talk about even the old boys school in the hoods in the ends. It's like even them, like, they're so rough with everything, even with girls, bro. It's like you got to tell them to calm down.
No, but a lot of them, yeah. Especially if there's an all-girls school down the road.
There's always
the moment they see them,
they're hungry.
They're like wolves.
Come let's do. They're hungry.
See the girls come out. The smell.
Their nostrils are flaring.
The all-girls school, they're out.
The man, like, some of my close there, but I'm like, bro, they got no composures on zero, bro. Composure like Arsenal title race.
Fuck you, man. Man's trying to find them.
Alright, 4-1 bend down, I wouldn't say nothing.
Man's trying to find
4-1
Do you know, listen, we're not doing that.
Composure like Arsenal title race. In Kentia's in the room. What happened? Huh?
Hold on.
No, let's carry on with it. Let's carry on with it. I just wanted to get it out there.
No. We're not going to leave that. I'll be so real. Anyone that's below us on the table, I don't, like, shut your mouth.
Like, real,
shut your mouth. I don't hear nothing from no one.
If we come third, we've got a better season than you. No cap.
No, I'm not accepting that. Because you lot were talking about how you're going to win the league this season. Did you not at the beginning of the season?
No, that was joking. Remember?
No. Shut up.
Shut it.
Shut it. No, shut up.
It's on the pod. You're joking. It's on the pod.
I never believed this. Sancho, all I did was this.
All I did was Sir Marcus Rashford.
I said I was joking.
No, bro. No, come on, bro.
No.
I said it on the pod. No. I don't believe you can win the title. I said it on the pod.
Man United fans.
Screaming because it's all Man United fans, Steven.
I heard Man United fans say
it's all Man United fans, Steven.
For the league this season.
Steven,
did you not say that?
Bro, don't let me break out the golf.
Did you not
don't let me break out the golf. I
said,
said, listen, if we beat Arsenal, I will say it. But I said it would be hard. We didn't beat Arsenal, bro.
You were never in a title race then.
No, we were.
You've never been in a title race.
Should I tell you why we were? Should I tell you why we
No,
hold on.
No, because you was never.
Hey, man,
you was
hey,
never.
Man. You're acting like them. You're acting like them gaming kids now. Calm down.
No, because I'm tired. Because everyone knows me. I'm not that. Listen, when I said Man City were favourites, everyone's like, you're scared.
See how Arsenal fans get.
I said no.
He said it's gone. He said it's gone.
Me in that bracket as Arsenal fans.
His head is gone.
Arsenal fans piss me off.
The woman. This is why you come to my United fans. See how we're peaceful. You see how Arsenal fans.
I'm loyal. I'm loyal.
This could be signs of domestic violence. The way ladies, come to United fan. We're not depressed. You see how happy we're smiling.
Listen, nah, because I'm not naming you. Because you started it, so now I'm going to finish it.
Ladies, look at Arsenal fans, the pressure.
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking. Nah, because this guy, listen, yeah. I was one of them. Firstly, I don't like a lot of Arsenal fans.
No,
secondly,
a lot of you man were saying admit, a lot of you Arsenal fans were talking crud.
No, a lot of Arsenal fans were chatting shit.
Say that.
And for me, as I kept saying, and the thing is, man, were like, when Arsenal kept winning, I said, listen, man, were like, oh Ben, just say you're gonna win the league. I said, listen, this Man City team, I know how they are. They're built different.
When it comes to April,
they're built different. When April comes, that's when they turn on the switch. So I said, listen, Man City are coming, and as soon as Pep found his 11 that he was playing, man started playing John Stones in the midfield as well. John Stones is looking at Busquets in the midfield. I'm like, listen, it's over. Because I know that our team, we ain't never been in this situation. And thirdly, yeah, our goal was to make top 4. A lot of men weren't even saying we're going to make top 4. Beginning of the season. So if we finish second, our season is more successful than yours. Based on our expectations. Don't make that face. Because you said you're going to compete for the league, did you know?
No. Should I tell you why you're... But honestly, should I tell you why you're waffling? Not even at you.
We've had a better season than you.
No, hold on. Should I tell you why you're waffling? No, hold on. Because I get what you're trying to say.
Did you not say your squad was better than ours?
Our expectations was less than yours.
No, it wasn't.
Hold on.
No, it was not.
Can I speak? See, we weren't again. He's doing it. He's not letting me speak.
Because beginning of the season, you're forgetting. So quickly, let me add in this point. Beginning of the season, you're forgetting. This is before the World Cup.
Yeah.
You were talking about CR7. Sancho,
yeah,
Varane, Martinez, Ten Hag.
I said I wanted. No, but this is what I'm saying. I said I wanted top 4, but hold on. I'm going to explain this because there's facts. Hold on. I said I wanted top 4 because I'm not one of these United fans that tries to downplay. Because we don't even me and you always say if you're a big club, have a big club mentality, bro.
Yes, of course.
But what I'm saying is many, and I say many people, even the Sky Sports comment them, man, they said we're not making top 6. God is watching.
No one said that. What are you talking about? Gary Neville said that Man United will finish above Arsenal
at the start of the season. No, but that's G Neville's United fan. I'm saying
and Jamie Carragher. No, these man were saying Man United were going to make top 4.
Bro, Jamie Carragher spat on a little girl, bro. I'm not listening to anything he's saying, bro. They said Jamie Carragher said Liverpool are winning the treble this year.
Listen. Huh?
Jamie Carragher said Liverpool are going to win the treble this year.
Yeah, because obviously we didn't know Liverpool, but that's what I'm saying, beginning of the season.
Bro, most man, I'm telling you, go back and look at it. Most people did not have United in the top 4. Obviously, new manager. So
who was 4? Because one thing I said,
it was going to be just not in order. Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal.
No, they didn't. They were putting you guys above us.
They were not putting us.
Yes, they was. You're forgetting the World Cup has made this season even longer. So you're forgetting beginning of the season.
Beginning of the season, they were not putting us top 4.
Before the season started. Yes, they did.
I promise you, bro.
Yes, they did.
They were not putting us top 4.
Yes, they
it was
did.
Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal.
No, they were not putting us above.
I haven't even said Liverpool. That's 5. They said we're going to finish 6th.
No one was putting us above you, man.
Bro, you finished on top of us last year.
Yeah, but just about. What are you talking about?
You finished on top of us last year, right? You did.
You finished 5th.
No, we finished 6th. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but we finished 5th. But we only finished just about.
Nah, you were like 6 points ahead of us.
But at the same time, everyone was saying Ten Hag and the signings he's made. Anthony as well.
But that's what I'm saying. But it was on the. But I'm saying in the overall of it, we were not meant to get top 4. But I was like, bun that, bro. I'm a big club mentality. I want top 4. Let's go back to what we were saying, man.
You said you were gonna get top 4.
We are gonna get top 4 and a trophy.
No. Yeah, that's good. But
that's better.
No, because no one said we were gonna.
No one remembers second, bro.
Our goal was to make top 4.
No, man, no one remembers second because we only got second. United fans didn't even celebrate.
And the thing is, don't give me that because when we were winning FA Cup, everyone was done playing it.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's my point.
Now because you want Carabao Cup.
That's my point. When you man were rubbish and heard,
Okay. So then all them other seasons we won FA Cup and you won nothing. That means we had better seasons.
Yes.
Okay, so based on that, okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool
No.
It was the same shit.
Hold on.
No one remembers third.
No, hold on. No, you're right, but I'm saying.
No one remembers third.
But Champions League would always be better than Europa League.
Oh,
It's true though,
man.
How you telling me that's a lie?
You're telling me.
So you're saying you'd rather finish 6th for FA Cup than 3rd and nothing?
Listen.
No, answer that question. I said it
based on what you're saying.
No, but that's what I said. But then I said no. But then I said no. But if we both finish out of Champions League and you win FA Cup, of course we had a better season. But if I finish 3rd,
no, bro, that doesn't mean nothing because you haven't won anything. You just got Champions League. Well done. Okay, cool.
But that's what I'm so. But I asked you that question. So you're saying finishing 6th with the FA Cup is better than finishing 3rd and nothing?
Yeah, because you won with a trophy.
First.
You won with a trophy.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing.
Your definition.
But this definition is we're both in Champions League, but we've won something. You haven't.
But based on our expectations, because the beginning of the season, you were saying everyone, Man United fans, don't make because you were one of them as well. I remember you was one of them.
I'm fine.
You was one of them. I think you lot think your season started when CR7 left.
No, it basically did.
No, it didn't. It didn't. Because you lost to Brentford, however many, 4-0, whatever. You had all them stinkers of a games.
Yeah,
that was part of this season. That wasn't last season. I think you don't forget.
We've been battered 6-0, 7-0,
7-0.
We battered 6-3.
Yeah, cool, whatever. You're 3rd, great, or 4th, I don't know, whatever. Your game in hand, whatever. But what I'm saying is, based on your expectations beginning of the season, do not sit there and say you was not going to compete with the league. Did not lie, because I was hearing that from Man United fans, and that was quiet because I thought Arsenal we're trying to make top 4. I didn't expect us to be in this position. No one expected us to be here.
Let's go back to the topic.
No, because you brought it up.
Let's go
I
back
told
to the
you,
topic,
I finished it. That's end note.
You didn't finish nothing. All the women saw that Ben has anger issues. I just want to say.
Speak the truth.
But yeah, going back to the
talk on my club, like.
No, but this is what I'm saying. But even how we're arguing, we're not really arguing, we're laughing. Yeah. But that's because of football, that connection. Yeah. It's proving our point, bro.
Man, gonna be talking about Fortnite.
I've been talking to someone. He be like, ooh, head snipe. Shut up, man. I need to put that in the room, but shut up, bro. All girls school is some of the most treacherous women I've ever met.
I've never met a girl from all girls school. What's that?
You sure?
I'm being serious.
You have, man.
I haven't.
You've never met a girl from all girls.
There's no girl that I know that's from all girls school.
Bro, they are the most treacherous girls. Some of them they turn out fine. Let me not say treacherous. I would say they're hilarious.
Describe the tendencies.
That's calm. A girl that's been to all girls school.
Yeah.
One. Stubborn.
Why are they stubborn though?
Because
all girls are stubborn.
No, but especially stubborn because when you've been in an all girls school, you know how girls, like you said, all girls are stubborn. So their stubbornness is already heightened. But now when it comes to a man, they can't hear a man tell them to do nothing or a man advise them on nothing. Secondly, all girls school girls, bro, some of them, the way, I don't want to say beg, but you see that they don't understand how to move around man sometimes.
They're gonna kill you. But that's the same thing for guys though.
Sometimes I said this. I said it it's both ways. Yeah. Same way for all girls school girls, like
I'll be so real though. Okay, there's having composure, which is good. That's one thing I'm big on. But at the same time though, you might move with an extra bit of that. The word, what word?
Tenacity.
Yeah.
I like that.
You might be a bit more tenacious because you don't really get to interact as much.
But that's what I'm saying. All girls school, all girls from all girls school, they're more outgoing.
Yeah, so they're a bit more tenacious in terms of how they approach.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm saying some of them it teeters over to beg.
Okay, I can.
That's what I'm saying. It teeters over to beg.
Example. Give me an example.
So like, of me or just in general.
Either.
No, I'm saying in general. Keep exposing myself on this point. So a girl from all girls school. So you know how they always say, "Oh, the loud girls." They're comfortable just expressing themselves, which I like. That's fine. But when they see guys now, like they're very like upfront. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because some of them, like I said, they haven't had that
opportunity.
So you see how when you go to a mixed school, you know how to flirt with guys, 'cause you see them every day, so you know how to like kind of be friends, how to like laugh. Yeah. But they're straight like, bro, like, your leg.
Since they've never seen a guy.
No, but it's like because they don't see guys like you said after school. They run chicken shop, link the guys from the other old boys' school across the road.
And it's just that small interaction.
Yeah, but they're like, raw, like you know your leg, you know, and I'm like,
No, but there's girls from mixed schools that are like that as well.
Yeah, but they wouldn't say your length.
So what did they say then?
They would say, "Oh, you're a handsome fella." That's it.
They might give you the eye contact.
Yeah, they'll give you the eye contact. They won't say your length.
Keep
But
looking
this isn't a slight to all girls. But some of the all girls school, they produce.
Produce what? Babies.
Or no. yes. But what do you call it? I'm trying to say in a football term. We'll call this one what do you call it? We call this one James Milner.
They produce James Milner.
Yeah. They're not loyal to any teams, bro. Transfer from Man City to Aston Villa.
James Milner's the wrong, because James Milner, he's like servants of clubs though. James Milner,
Exactly.
you're talking about that Chapon guy that plays for
Choupo-Moting, that's it. The Choupo-Motings, bro.
That's gone on free transfers.
The Choupo-Motings, that's it.
Runs down his contract and on to the next.
Yeah, go out to all guys. Choupo-Motings. And then the wrong ones, under the right system, they'll be treated like a queen. Under the wrong systems,
they're not signing no long-term deal. They're signing a 2 year with a 1 year
2 year, no, 1 year, 1 year option.
1 year option.
Sometimes there's even release clause in January.
Yeah. Why is it? No, you're talking from personal experience. You which girl from all girls?
Nah, big my thing. Nah, I don't try them, bro. I'm scared of them. I've always said, even some of my friends are from all girls. I said I can't.
What was it?
Yeah. Some of my closest friends are from all girls school. That's why I can say this comment. I'm just laughing. Cause you know I'm not even being serious most of the time.
Yeah,
but
of course.
They're just funny, bro. Like they're funny, but I'll be real. They're probably one of the coolest friends you'll have. Cause they're not. You see how girls in mid school they try to do this whole I'm shy when they don't care. They're not like that, bro.
Stop lying. You're not shy, man.
You're not shy, bro. This is what I'm saying. You need to stop that. Like they're not shy, bro. Because girls in all girls school they have fun, bro. Like I've seen the snaps back in school. They'll be whining on each other, do no. But I know
girls in mixed schools do that as well. Bro.
No, not like, bro. Not like girls. You see how man them.
Actually, no. Do you know one thing I'll say? Actually, you might be right because I feel like girls from mixed schools, yeah, they didn't like they look down on stuff like that. They see you as a whole. They were very judgmental.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Maybe all girls school, from what you're saying now, they sound like they're more freer.
They're more
free spirits.
Yeah, more free spirits, and that's what I'm trying to say, bro. You see, man, them like you said.
But the thing is, you know when you say free spirits.
I'm not talking about them crystal free spirits. I'm not talking about them.
No. But you know when people hear free spirits, like man, they hear, like if a girl says I'm a free spirit, that just means that's another term for a hoe. It's true. She's a free spirit. She likes to get around. She likes to explore. This guy, a 6 foot guy, a 5'9" guy, a 5'10"
Mozilla Firefox. Just explore us Jeeves. Them man there. No, but
Dover Explorer. So he's got a backpack full of tools.
No, man, but yeah, like all girls school girls are right. But I was gonna say, you see this thing where like you see man them when we're in the change room and we get, let's say,
changing room batch used to be different.
Used to be different, but let's say like
man them used to get abused.
You see that when like man them are just like naked or like they're walking in their boxes, even we be like, hey, yo, bro, like put some shorts on or something if your thing's bulging. Bro, girls will happily like measure each other's breasts or like their bums.
Okay. That's where the line stops. That's where the line stops. Bro, because any man touching me, you're going to touch me.
But girls do that thing, they'll be like, your thing is ready.
Was that what your friends told you? Was that what they did?
Bro, we've been knowing that. Let's us two.
No. I didn't know. This is a revelation. I did not know this.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know this.
Bro, they be measuring each other's cup sizes and that, bro.
Okay, no.
They be like, ooh, your bum got bigger. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, my friends would tell me this, but man knew. But it's like,
I didn't know.
Obviously, I told them that even when that's how we. Even when we say no homo, I will say no homo if my boy is walking in like just his boxes, like, yo, bro, like, go put something on, like, why's your thing right in front of me?
Like, you're not gonna be expecting a man's meat pause.
Yeah.
In the shit. Actually, no, but that's the foot. This is where it goes.
I'm not, but you know
football.
The Oyibo people walk out with it hanging, bro.
Listen, they're like, what? Ain't he got a
hella uncircumcised and that? Just
like football changing room, yeah. Like for example, if you're having a shower, he's like, what? He's got a tripod. Like, bro, they say like that.
Wait, Jeff, you got that leg over there?
That's football changing room, bro.
Bro, I've never showered in football because I'll go home.
No, that's what I'm saying. Listen, when it comes to football changing rooms, yeah.
Even in basketball, go home and shower.
Once I've finished playing, yeah, these men are going in the shower. These men are walking around naked.
And they'll slap each other on the bum sometimes.
But they get their towel, they're whipping with me, my head's down. I'm looking at no one. I'm
bro.
putting on my clothes. I'm going home.
Sometimes they even try to hug you with their towel.
I don't care how muddy I am.
No, I'm going.
I'm putting on my tracksuit bottoms. I'm putting on my top, and I'm going home,
bro. I can't do that, man.
I can't, bro.
I'll actually bug out.
Fight. That's what I'm saying.
I'll actually bug out, bro.
I'll fight, man.
And then they'll be best. Nah, yeah, they'll try to hug you now.
And it's like, wow, like I was just bands. That's why I'm like, well, the changing room banter is different. But that's why I was like, when you compare it to
girl changing room banter is just nudity, bro. They
I don't know anything about that.
They happily be nude in front of each other, bro.
How do you know this? Who's feeding you this information? You say what, they be giving you the loader? The plug. You say what, they be FaceTiming you? Why didn't change you?
Nah, bro, that sounds crazy. Change you just like... No, but you know how BA change rooms were? Sometimes you hear some...
One time in upper school,
God forgive. You know sometimes the doors open.
Which changing rooms though? Which one are you talking about?
The upstairs one.
In upper school.
You know the upstairs one.
In the sports.
But you know the basketball one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one was next door to the girls one. Because that door inside the change. Because
all I'm saying is someone got clocks peeking. Because you know how there was a vent on the door.
Yes.
Someone got clocks peeking. That's all I got to say.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nah, that's wild still. He's doing the most because that. Oh yeah, but you might have bare torn it so you can see through that. Innit?
No, the vent was on the floor, bro. Because remember how the door was, and then there'll be like this little vent on the.
Oh, when it's got the lines in it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I mean, say that's nasty because you be on level with all the shoes and all that smells coming to.
But I think man was hungry there. Man's starving. But no, like changing him during PE though, because going back to what you said in terms of the man that were bullying, yeah. Oh, of course, like even in changing room there'll be segregations.
Yes.
When man are changing.
Those cliques.
So it was cliques. So the
black versus white football game, 100%.
Bro, I remember
black versus white football game.
We'll be in the change room. Tell us to like. The minute you turn off the light, yeah.
Everyone's holding it.
Everyone's like, for example, I remember one time, when you turn off the light, there's always that one guy that says, I can't see Ben, I can't see Steven, yeah. I was like, okay, you can't see me.
Yeah, see that.
Turn the light on, yeah? What do you find? Grabbing my chest.
Bro, you know how many man's phones got robbed the change room?
Bro. You know, I feel sorry for man that.
That was the first chop. That was the definition of chop.
Yeah,
that was the first chop.
You know, you just see a man's face like, I can't find my phone.
And I'll be real, I don't want to say it was always the neek, bro. Always the neek that got robbed. Always.
Yeah.
It'd always be one specific type of guy.
Or money as well. Money gone in. But I remember when I used to see certain man just going in blazer pockets and just.
Yeah.
What?
Right in front of me.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's why you see anytime I played football in the field, I never wanted to take off my blazer or nothing like that. No. I'll keep it on.
Keep it on, yeah.
And then once you the only problem is about playing football in school, is that when you finish, you know when you're sweating.
You gotta go.
And back then I was using Lynx.
Yeah.
So this is what I told man, Lynx isn't like antiperspirant.
It's not antiperspirant.
Because you're just gonna sweat even more with the smell. Like, and it's like
peak.
Bro.
And then you have to try undo your button.
But I don't want to do it on
TV.
These man not have changed.
I know when you're black as well, you sweat. Like the blackness comes through the shirt. And then you have to run into class so you get the seat next to the window so you can air out like this.
And then you know when you've gone home and this is a white shirt, you wash your white shirt, you dry it, and then you see the yellow hearts.
The yellow and the black line and the collar.
The black. That's how I knew in the morning that man weren't washing their shirt.
Man,
if you got the brown
in the morning as well.
In the morning, that's what I'm saying.
Deep, bro.
That shirt is worn.
But you know how BA, bro, BA. I don't know if I can say this, but BA was shaped like one prison. Like, you know the English and maths block? It was like they haven't touched that. Like, it was so dusty.
That's what used to
and there was rats.
It used to smell in the winter time when it was raining. Do you notice it had
that
odor?
Yeah.
I remember when I was in English and there was a rat in the class.
Yeah, a rat right in the class.
Yeah.
But until you said, it's only just a rat. I said, what? And this is when I first moved to BA. Yeah. I said, no, I'm in the trenches. Nah. But remember the time when they couldn't afford, what's it called? You know the blinds that come down the projectors?
Yeah.
There wasn't enough projectors. We had to do like a mathing on paper or like a whiteboard. Yeah, bro. BA was the trenches. And it was bare dusty as well. So
the wood used to stink. No, but the thing is, I'm sure they've done it up though. Not now, but back then it was technically done. Like them quads, like the new quads were new. So they were kind of basically doing up the school.
Nah,
But still the school was shit.
so run down.
But it's only, obviously, they did up the sixth form block.
No, I don't know why.
The sixth form block's nice,
Do
though.
you know what they
New
wasted
one.
money on? Yeah, the new one. You know, what's that like new like PE place? The dome. They call it the dome. That's the biggest waste of money ever, bro.
That they use for their
Yeah, that
exams.
place is so shit, bro.
What's it for? I thought it was for basketball.
Bro, we couldn't even play basketball because
That's actually what that is. That's money.
money laundering.
Money
It
laundering.
was money
It's
laundering.
business. That's more of a business.
Because that's what I thought. You couldn't play. The
Remember,
floor used to
they-
move. The floor used to
Because
move.
on the weekends, they rent out the basketball courts.
Yeah.
So I reckon they use that. They're using the dome now to rent that out and generate more money for the sports center.
Yeah. 'Cause I
There's
remember
more
all we did in
business.
that place was exam, and they were gassing it up for time. They're like,
That's what
guys,
I'm
we're
saying.
building up the dome. And then we entered it, we're like,
Yeah,
remember they were gassing up for
They were
time.
gassing it that there's.
For this year 10, 11, they were
Yeah.
gassing it. So then when we started sixth form, is when they opened it, and we entered, we were like,
That's it.
because the floor was moving.
Yeah.
It felt like bathroom tiles.
Yeah, I was gonna say the floor was hard.
The floor was
You could
hard.
hear footsteps.
Yeah.
And then even during exam times, I can't lie. Yeah, it was funny though.
Funny, bro.
Especially like I remember the way I can't lie. There was certain exams when sitting in there, because it's so massive. There's not that many examiners.
Yeah.
There's probably like 3-4 examiners like
Yeah.
watching you. Yeah. I remember exam times. I remember my science exam. You see, when someone would turn over the paper,
Yeah, you just
turn the
look at it.
page. just quickly peek.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
was
I
the
can't
easiest
lie,
place
yeah.
to cheat. It was the
You know
easiest
when
place
it's
to cheat.
just, and the things I know, because the person was in my set, I was in set one, because the
Yeah.
person was in my class, I know
You
that
knew,
they were
you knew it was smart. Yeah,
Said
you
knew them next to
knew.
it.
You knew. No, but I was baiting cheese. Someone would just hold their paper like this, pretend to be reading them, and just be copying it. My nose, like,
But I can't, like, during the exams, though, it used to be funny, because you remember when man would just start coughing in the exams?
yeah.
And
Oh,
then-
you know when the exam ended, everyone starts making sex noises for them. And then they're like, you're not leaving. And we're like, bro, remember, were you that? What? I think it was psychology you weren't there. We just walked
No.
out.
What? After you done your exam?
Everyone was making sex noises. They were like, we're going to hold you in. And I think someone stood up, and I just stood up, and we just all started walking out. Like, what did because
No one said anything.
they can't keep you in there, bro.
Yeah, because the exam's done. Time's up. And they can't. And like, what are they going to do? Keep
Yeah,
you
what are they
disabled?
gonna do? Yeah, you can't give us
They
like
can't do that.
they were trying to hold us. They were like, we will. You know how they walk around.
Hey.
We will wait until you got.
It's funny you said.
walked
Don't
out.
you think that there's certain shit in school that when I look back on this, it's crazy. Like, don't you think? I get it, but at the same time, I still think it's crazy that anytime you ask to go to the toilet,
They'll say
the
no.
teacher will say no.
That's crazy. I deeped it still. It's crazy.
Do you know that's actually mad?
Yeah.
You used to go to the toilet, the teacher will say no.
No. What if
So
I
how do you-
peed myself?
That's what I'm saying. Imagine, because imagine. So how do you what people should have done? People should have just wet themselves.
Yeah, but then the embarrassment would be worse than the actual point you're making. And
But
you
still,
and you start beefing as well. Like, have you peed it? Like, your whole trouser leg will be dirty, sticky. You're trying to walk and it's dripping.
because now when you actually deep it, yeah, like it's mad that
It's mad, yeah.
I need to go to toilet.
Even to get water in the summertime when it was hot, they say
Yeah.
no.
But at the same time, though, I get it because
Yeah, man was not coming back to that
I was a
class. for-
serial. Once I hit year 10, 11,
Yeah.
I was a serial bunker.
Yeah,
Because
20 minutes.
I always remember the first time I bunked a lesson, yeah. I was like, wow, it's that easy.
It's easy,
No one
yeah.
even noticed. I was walking around paranoid like, wow, someone onto me. Then I realised, no one even
Sometimes
cares.
you just go sit in the canteen.
Nah, because that was bait. Because anyone that bops through, like, these times went to year 10, 11, you should be in lesson.
Yeah. Oh yeah, year 10, year 11.
Yeah, because that's when I
No, the
started- that's
best
when
place to hide was the IT block.
IT block, the IT block.
The stairs.
Oh, upstairs. No, but even that, because anyone can pass
Nah, I was chilling. Where,
My
where,
fir-
where
the,
did
first,
you
the
go?
first time I ever bunked was in the toilets. I just had my phone.
Yeah, toilets first.
And then
Sometimes toilets stink, bro.
after, yeah, I know. And then after, I went to the changing room, the PE changing room,
Yeah,
up
PE changing
in the sports centre.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no
that's
one
it,
was there.
No one was there.
As long as there's no PE lesson, you're good.
You're good, yeah. Nah, yeah, when we got to sixth form, bunking was just a thing, bro. Yeah, you could just go sit in the. But I was playing cards and I was missing lessons.
No, but sixth form bunking was easy.
It was because no one knew your
Something
timetable.
would be funny is that, for example, like
There was one day, Mom, forgive me, sorry. I went to school
No, my mum knew I was
just to play blackjack, and I won like £50 that day.
You went to school just to play blackjack.
Just to play blackjack.
Why didn't you just stay at home?
Period 1 to 5. No, like I came to school
Yeah.
ready to do work, and then we
no.
played blackjack first period 'cause I didn't have no lessons,
Wow,
and I was just on a roll.
Wow, man got
Second,
addicted.
third,
Gambling.
fourth,
You're
fifth.
gambling. You've been gambling.
I didn't
Wow.
gamble. I didn't gamble, bro.
What did you do then?
No, do you know what it was? It was Typhon offering.
What did you give? What?
Yeah, some of it was
10%
given.
your
Some of it was given to God, bro.
Yeah.
Because God earned my wins.
And you think he's gonna accept that money?
Listen, every little helps. Tesco. That was before Christ. But
BC.
BC. But no, because
like my mum knew. I can't lie. I admit it to my mum because I knew my mum's emo, innit?
Yeah.
Because there's times where I used to help her like when operating her emo.
Yeah.
So I would tell you what I used to do sometimes as well.
What?
My mum don't know this. I used to do this.
Yeah.
When I didn't want to go into school, I emo the school's emo with my mum's emo. My mum's email account saying Benjamin won't be in on this day, or let's say I want to call.
And she didn't clock.
Nope. But she don't check. She's not checking her sent items, or sometimes I delete from the sent items. But I'd send them an email saying that I'm
sick.
You
should have CC'd yourself if you're smart. Do you?
Why would I CC myself?
Oh, no, that'll be bait. That'll be bait. I'm not thinking.
Yeah, bro. I can't lie. School made me. I was that. Listen, forget I was.
Sorry,
problem solving.
So let's say like, because that's a smart shot.
That's what I'm saying.
So let's say you did that, yeah.
Listen, kids, don't
Would
do what
would they respond? Would they respond?
No, but on the register, because you know the register.
Oh
when
yeah.
you're in, slash you're in, and then if you're not in, I don't know.
But yeah. But then there was a reason.
Like
yeah,
a C,
there was a C.
Or I don't know. Or you know that there was like a code for someone's.
But did your
absence.
mum not know you're going to school though? Like, or would you leave and then walk back home?
My mum's at work, bro.
In the mornings?
Everyone's gone.
Oh,
No one's in the house. I'm chilling in the house.
fair.
That's what I'm saying. Like school, schools made me.
Yeah,
I
nah.
can't lie, but that's where.
But I used to go. I used to go with girl, bro. But there was days where I was just like, today I'm just gonna.
But I'm talking about.
Year 10, 11.
Yeah, 10, 11. Because these times like schools just.
But year 10 and year 11, I didn't have that many friends, but because that's when I just moved. I think year 11 was when I started making more friends.
That's what I'm saying. Schools.
But yeah, quickly, just labels, man. Like, you see, apparently in Coventry, my friends and some other people, apparently, I'm a womaniser, or whatever the hell that means.
You're a womaniser.
Apparently, that's a stereotype that's been there. I never knew about it. But
No,
some of my friends think that's true.
No. I believe.
Honestly, I don't think.
I believe that you listen, because you're forgetting. Remember, you've given me your social media account.
Here we go again.
So listen. By the way, I'm not reading messages. I haven't gone to one single chat. Yeah, but I see the DMs are full up. I said this before. What I did.
Those are group chats from the mandem.
No, it wasn't just group chats, bro. Even I'm trying to learn that. I'm trying to log out your account because your notifications of when. Because I'm just seeing bare girls following you. And all I'm seeing is someone who accepted follow request started following you. That's what I'm seeing because of your Instagram. He's not saying.
No, he's like, these are friends. These are friends, bro. These are business partners.
Business partner. Here you go.
No, big one thing.
Consensual relationship.
Yes, consensual. No, partnership, contractual relationship.
Partnership. No, you got
LCC.
So why did these girls think you're woman? Because I'm sure they see you in your element.
No, they don't see. Do you know what it is? And I've clocked it. Women don't like men who are confident.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean,
They think they're too nice, or they feel like they. You see, when a man knows he's good looking, yeah, and he exudes that. Yeah. They don't like that because like, oh, your hair's too big, or they'll be like, oh, now I can't call you nice. No, not even that. They'll be like, oh, like I know you're nice, but I don't want to tell you you're nice because you know you're nice. Okay.
But I like someone that's confident though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I feel like, or even some women, like we said before, when you're a nicer woman, they take it the wrong way, like you're moving to them because they're not used to man them just being nice.
What have you ever experienced? I don't think
I've experienced that. But I've experienced when I'm with my female friend. Yeah. I've spoken to another girl.
Yeah.
Just being nice, like, hello, you're right, we chat. Like, we met in like this uni library, you meet, you chat.
Yeah.
The girl's gone to my friend and said, oh, is Steven single? Oh, do you see me into me? And my friend had to be like, my friend had to be like, no, like, Steven just like, you just be nice, like, you just approach it, like, he's not, because, as I said, I'm not,
no, to be fair, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Now that you're saying that.
It happens, bro.
Because the thing is, I'm the type,
I'm not one of them guys that's gonna screw face. Yeah.
Especially like you said, if it's my friend's friend, I might say hello to them.
Yeah.
I might be friendly because they're like my friend's
friend.
Yeah. So I don't want to make things
I've seen it, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's like...
Because it's the day and age where people are used to people being like rude to you, but I'm not going to be rude. Like, what's the need for that? You never know who you're going to see.
You know what it is though? Those people, they don't know how to... It's how we go back to...
But I can't lie though, you got a hella girls on you on this pod, you know?
No, I don't.
God is watching me. So before Ben tries...
Wait. Let me finish what I'm saying. You just cut me off to tell me something. That's irrelevant. Anyway, as I was saying,
You're allowed to smile, bro.
Most people can't distinguish.
I got him. No, I can't. You see this guy? He's not trying to make too cool for school.
I'm
yeah.
not too cool for school.
Nah, bro. But I can't, like, you got it. You know what I mean?
No,
Is your friend very single? I'm like, yeah.
No, but the thing is though, like, I'm not a mind reader. I don't play.
Yeah,
games.
exactly. That's what I told them. Like I'll tell them.
I don't.
Ben's how he is as on camera in real life. He's a chill guy. I chat to him, bro. Like, I tell them all the time. People like, oh, they want to come on a pod so they can see him. I'm like, this shit.
That's a lie. Don't
Oh,
come in live.
I've got hella guests lined up for like when like we'll start running the guests again.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got hella suitors. I'll be real, bro. Like I'm not even just telling you that.
That's cool stuff. That's cool. If you're interested, first thing that you should do, go on to sneakandcollect.co.uk, purchase a little something, and then we can talk.
First.
That's how I operate. That's probably the best way to get my attention.
No, sorry, what were you saying?
That's the best way to get my attention.
It is though.
But as I was saying, as you mentioned about people that don't know how to distinguish virtual reality to reality.
Yeah.
If we're relating it to the gamers,
Yeah.
the same thing. People that are just looking at shit on social media, Twitter, TikTok, all this shit. They're basing reality off that. And even how we mentioned about how, listen, people will say certain things online. The way they're living in real life is completely different. So
but that's what I was saying.
So that's why them people that, for example, as you mentioned, that this goes for, I feel like it's more so man than girls. But obviously girls do it as well. A few girls may do it. But people that may think because you're being just
generally cordial
with them and saying hello and being cool with them, they take it as a way of like, ooh, he might be onto me.
No, but like, apparently it's a thing where if you're too comfortable to talking to girls, because like my close human friends told me like why people could see like that, because they know me, so they know I'm just being nice, but they feel like if I'm very cool with multiple girls, I can hold a conversation with girls, then I'm too accessible. I'm like, what the heck does that mean? Same as social media. What I post is what I want you to see.
What's your opinion on being too accessible?
That's just that's another social construct. Because I can't be accessible unless you need me for something.
What does accessible mean?
That's what I'm trying to say. Because I can't be too accessible unless you've called me for something out of my way and I've come to do that for you. That's what accessibility means, bro. Like, accessibility can't be, oh, you've had a conversation with me, you're too accessible.
You're too accessible. No.
That's just a human being interaction. That means no one have interactions, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. But apparently, I'm a womanizer because, yeah, I have the look because I talk to women.
Sounds wild.
No, I was like, womanizer's crazy because Ben even knows me. Yeah, like, it's cool, funny and that, but it's like, womanizer means like you're taking the piss, bro. Like, and I don't even think like that.
What's the actual definition of womanizer?
No, I don't even want to look it up.
I need to search it because I used to think womanizer was like a negative
it was a
term.
stereotype. Me and my boy, I'm not going to say his name, but me and my boy apparently was going around in uni.
A man who likes many women and has short sexual relationships with them. Was that what a womanizer is?
Me, that's even a virgin. How can that even be possible? Here, my man.
Damn.
Womanizer's crazy.
No, but the thing is, the way you talk on here, which is facts, because you know us, we don't cut. Yeah. These consensual business contractual relationships sound like short-term relationships. And you have been someone that has said that you have many female friends.
That doesn't mean anything though.
If you put 2 and 2 together,
equals 4, not 5.
The definition of a womanizer is a man who likes many women and has short sexual
relationships. Many women. But that doesn't have friends with many women. What?
You have many female friends.
Okay.
So that means you like many women. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have short-term relationships.
I don't have short-term relationships.
Which are your consensual contractual partnerships.
No, yeah, partnerships. That's just friendship. A partnership is a friendship.
But to them, if we're doing PEE, point evidence explain, partnership could be a short-term sexual relationship.
Mine's never done that.
But I'm just trying to look through their eyes.
But I can say you're a womanizer.
No, I'm not though. Because how many females? I only have a few female friends.
That doesn't mean anything, but you're talking about your relationship. Just because the quiet, mysterious ones are the worst ones.
I'm
Same with the girls.
No. Don't put me down. No. Yeah.
Girls, I'm telling you, you see this bad guy.
Listen, there's always... Wait. There's always someone that disapproves the rule. And I'm one of them people.
Of course you're going to say you're the one that disapproves the rule.
I am.
You don't sound confident in that one.
What?
You don't sound confident in that.
I'm not talking to no one.
Neither am I.
I don't talk to anyone. That's a lie.
I'm not talking to anyone.
You talk to many girls.
What do you mean?
You have many consensual partnerships.
I don't. I said back in it before. No, but hold on. I said
now I'm
before
gonna say
Christ.
BC.
But even when I said consensual partnerships, that's just me trying to be funny. That's friendships, bro. Yeah, I have female friends, but I've never hit that. You know, I've always said it on the pod. I have female friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that means you like many women.
But that's insecurity from that woman. No, it isn't. That's insecurity from those other ladies.
So you have multiple accusers now.
Multiple accusers.
Like, you know what they say.
I feel like Gucci Mane in 2006.
But you know what they say about men that have multiple accusers.
No, it doesn't mean they all want me and I don't want them.
Wow. Oi.
No, I'm joking. Hey. No, but I don't even have multiple accusers. I feel like with me, it's a thing where I'll be real. I'm a handsome young man. Yeah. No, Ben's a very handsome young man as well. Yeah. Handsome young man. I'll be real. I'm confident. I'm confident, and I feel like for me, because it's not hard for me to hold a conversation with women or make a woman smile.
It's just people skills, man.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. No, because
you know why? It's because they used to deal with men that don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hold on, let me land. That's what I'm saying. So because I'm confident, I'm handsome, I've got great people skill, and I can hold a conversation. People that aren't used to that will see that as, oh, he's too forward, he's too accessible. But more time, you're just the one in the background that's just staring at me, that's too scared to chat to me. I'm not gonna bite. I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be aggy towards you. No, let's be real, bro. Bro, how many 10 out of 10 do we see on a daily basis that we're like, we can move, but we're not like, it's not every girl, attractive girl, I'm going to go chat to you.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
I might just learn to, I can just appreciate them from a distance. Like, oh, look at
in the comments, who's more of a womanizer, me or Ben? Who would you trust more in a relationship?
Come on, man. It's
me, bro. No cat.
You're more of a womanizer. I think we kind of distinguish that.
No, that's a possible.
Based on the definition.
No. Your definition was like women.
Based on what you like many women and you
have many women does not count as female friends. Let's do the play.
You like many women, but it's alright, bro.
I just don't.
You're that guy.
Next episode we're gonna review the Nines album, not for the whole episode.
I'm trying to have attention for many girls like you, bro.
Yeah, my man. You don't get attention, man.
Let me add speaking of Nines album, let me add Highly Blessed. I like that song.
Is it on a new album?
Yeah. Cage Bears rap.
It sounds like nice.
Highly Blessed.
I'm gonna find
Scraps and Retro 2 Nines. And then for the Cage Bird Fields, did I put Scissor Snooze on there?
No, that has to be there.
Oh no, it's already on there. It's on there.
Yeah, it's gonna say.
Oh shit. Then I will put. What other? Hold on, let me go. What am I listening to? That's R&B-ish. I'm going to put. Did I put Clouded on there? Clouded.
I don't know. You told me.
Hold on. Oh, Cloud is on here as well. Oh, what have been?
Shout out King James. Lakers in 6.
Yeah, I'll speak on that.
As I believed it. John Morant, what you say? You said you're good in the West? You're off to Cancun, my boy. Go, James.
I'll see you in Cancun, John.
Yeah. Ben's going as well, so
yeah.
Ladies, Ben have money.
Let me add, I don't know, Overtime, Schoolboy Q, Miguel, Justin Sky.
Okay.
A bit of a explicit tune still.
Oh, is that what you're on, yeah?
Nice tune, bro. Overtime, Schoolboy Q. Wavy tune, though. Girl sounds wavy and that.
Bring back A2, man.
What?
Cage Birds Feels.
Yeah.
Crash and Burn by Leon Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crash and Burn, Leon Thomas. And then for my rap, we'll go. One sec. What have I been listening? I haven't even been listening to music since. It's been on FIFA. Kodak Black, Malcolm X.
Malcolm X. Yeah.
What a song!
I like that tune. That's one of my favorite.
That's his favorite. That's his best song.
One of my favorite tunes. Kodak tunes.
It's actually got a message to it as well. That's why I like it. As well.
Anyway, that's episode 30.
So 30. But quickly, yeah, guys. So keep commenting, liking, subscribing. We see what you're doing. Last episode, we felt the love, man. Keep pouring that out.
Yeah.
And for this new 1 year anniversary we're not trying to do too much, but some things will be coming out, so stay tuned. We're gonna get a lot of you. What am I gonna say? A lot of the viewers more involved. You're gonna see what's coming up, and you man. Even if you want to see some guests or some topics, DM us, shout us out. We'll talk about that. But yeah, appreciate the love, man. Episode 30. We out.